you'll go for the whole lot, right? Okay, Dog and Trotters here at Maryborough. What's been a brilliant day, firstly, for the Super Series for the 2 and 3 year olds. Nathan, Jack, haven't you had a day out?
Yeah, I've had a bit of luck. They make it easy. If people can kick the ball to me like that, I'll keep kicking goals. It makes it a lot easier, that's for sure.
Mate, the association you're having with Anton, it's just going from strength to strength, and I shouldn't say Anton, it's a whole team, because Anton's not actually here today, and the boys have done a great job. It must be wrapped, getting on high quality trotters, but being able to perform and winning the right races.
Yeah, for sure. That makes me look good getting on these ones, and all the boys work hard, and Anton and all the team, like you say, it's not just Anton, it's Pat and it's all the boys. Like, they're off to the trials tonight. Like, it just doesn't stop, and credit where credit's due. If you're going to work hard, you need rewards, and they're getting rewarded. Great
supporters of mine and sponsors of mine as well. We'll quickly go through the runners. Cravoche Dior, how fast is he getting? He just seems to take it to another level, time in, time out. Plymouth Chubb was awesome chasing, but you can chase as much as you want. You've got to be able to get past, and he was just sensational today again.
Yeah, well, you got to trot early. That's the name of the game, and our horse done everything right, and he had an easy trip today, which was sort of ideal leading into next week, and just hopefully now Plymouth Chubb will be out the draw. Hopefully we can get a better draw than him and Courage Stride, but we've proven we can sit outside them and beat them as well. So
56-4, I think, because we were chasing. I had one in it chasing you guys home, and it's scary, isn't it, how quick they can get now, these trotters?
Yeah, he done it quite easily as well. Like, he had his ears pricked on the line, and he's a really good horse, so I think he's untapped going forward. So he's probably the horse I look forward to driving the most.
Cool, man. Just watched her just then. I didn't realise she's a little bit of a handful coming off the track and that, but an exciting mare. She'll only get better as she starts to grow into herself.
Yeah, for sure. Her manners are getting better and better, and that's seen in her form. She put in a couple of little sort of misdemeanours and done things wrong or performed poorly, but going forward, I think she's heading in the right direction, that's for sure.
You got to help me with the other two.
Revelstoke.
Well, yeah, and I know how much you like her. You don't always take her, I suppose, first or second pick, but she's always got a lot of time for. Her stride is something unique, isn't it?
Yeah, I think she's probably the best one of the fillies, but she's a bit unruly at times, and usually try and drive the one that's a bit harder to drive, but in saying that, she's galloped on me a couple of times too when she's meant to be the easy one. So she's a filly I've got a lot of time for, and she just won really easy again today, and I think it's going to be hard to separate those two fillies in the final, that's for sure.
Is that her stride that makes her a little bit, hard, I suppose, to drive? Is what throws her out? Because I remember you saying to me she's one of the smallest horses, yet you got to put her right out in the cart.
Well, she gets her head down that, but like you say, she's this big and goes in a cart. You could tie two on the side and you'd be safe. But I don't know. I think it's just an immaturity thing, because I do think when you're sort of in 6 months' time, when you can really ask her, gee, she's going to be so fast.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is. I remember one day at Bendigo Trials, I let her rip and she broke 27 off the back, and I thought that 3-year-old trotter shouldn't do that. But she's going to be scary later on.
And then who else did you drive?
The Locomotive.
Oh, earlier on, of course, not trained by Anton, but bred by Yabby Dam Farms and Haras Trotters, and what he's doing, it's phenomenal. It must be so good for yourself, driving good trotters, but a great mate of yours as well in Wayne Potter.
Yeah, for sure. I've been a loyal supporter of mine for a long time, and Wayne's done a great job with him. A lot of people sort of had him written off. He got beat a couple of times in a row, but we'd never jumped ship, and we stuck solid with him, and he's rewarding us now. And he broke 2 minutes today for the long. He's such a little professional. You can buzz him off the gate, sit him in, sit him parked, lead, doesn't matter what he has to do.
And he, to me, I might be wrong, you might say differently, but will only get better. Like, I think, a spell at the end of this season's been, a relatively long season for him, and he's done a lot of travelling, but it doesn't seem like it's going to worry him. It's scary what he might be able to do next year. Yeah,
that's right. He's a colt, and he come into the ring and he's screaming out, so he's feeling good. But, I think next year going forward, he's going to be a major player in all the derbies and that, especially if he can mature into himself. He's a great looking horse, and he's bred like that, so let's just hope he can keep going forward.
He's bred to improve as a driver and a trainer. You helped that out. You are a horseman, full stop. Does he strike you as that horse that he's going to do a bit of a Cravoche Dior, if you like it, better as the year goes on?
I think so. Every time I've driven him, he's felt sharper and sharper, and like I just say, he's had a long season. But he, I can remember driving him in the runarounds and that, and he was nothing like he is now. And hopefully he can keep taking that next step next year.
That'd be great for Glenn, great for Wayne as well. Mate, thank you. Thanks for giving me 5 minutes. I know you've been busy. You do a great job. Well done to everything you're doing. Good luck in the finals, and thank you very much to Haras Trotters for supporting me. Thanks very much, mate.
Thank you. Thanks to Haras Trotters for supporting me as well.
2020 2-year-old Breeders' Crown Champion, setting a race record previously held by Walner. On a Streak wins the Breeders' Crown.
O'Brien 2-year-old trotting colt of the year.
On a Streak upsets in the William Welwood Memorial.
One of the fastest 2-year-old trotters to ever stand in Australasia.
He's such a professional. As soon as he saw open air, he just took off.
Son of leading US sire Canter. On a Streak, standing his first season at Cobbitty Equine Farm in 2022.